Bateman's Bay on the New South Wales south coast was the destination for round 4 of the MTA New South Wales Rally Championship. With blue skies and clear conditions predicted, this event would be a game changer in terms of the championship, with 3 of our top teams involved in big crashes. This rally is about to get interesting. With teams having the option of using pace notes or traditional roadbook, it was obvious our top teams would be on pace notes and going for outright victory. Glen, Raymond and Kate Catford lead the championship and have a simple plan.
The plan is these roads are fast. I've actually locked out 5th gear because they're a little bit scary, so I'm all about the finishing today. And look, I'm not sure what I brought to I feel like I brought enough to the gunfight. There's some world-type cars out here, so yeah, it's good to match up against them, but finishing is the best thing today.
They were seeded car 2, but after the draw for road positions, were 5th to start stage 1, Roxton. With damp roads, conditions were tricky and things were about to go downhill for the championship leaders. Just 1.4 Ks into the first stage.
3 right.
You okay? So Glenn, what happened?
100% amateur driving mistake. There's literally no reason I should have done that. Just overcorrected and slid into a tree. So yeah, that's us done, unfortunately. There's only 3 weeks to the next round, so that's it's going to make it a bit difficult. So I'm not going to make the next one. That's just motorsport, unfortunately.
With just 21 points separating Raymond from Tristan Kent in a similar Evo Lancer, Kent knew what he had to do.
I need a big event, this one, to keep in touch with Raymond, so I guess it's all out. Try and find the speed over the day. Got another new nav again. Kira was already committed before Canberra to somebody else, learning a new nav and some new territory again, but we'll just see what happens.
With Raymond out, Kent and new co-driver Anna Ritson would need to focus on their other rivals. So it was business as usual for Kent, attacking the first stage. They were second on stage, just 1 second off the stage win. Stage 2 was the second longest of the rally at 26 kilometres. Kent was pushing his Lancer to the limit and was rewarded with the stage win.
9 left 40, 9 left 40, 9 left up 1.
Special Stage 3, the run along River Road, is one of the reasons drivers come to the Bay. At 9.42 kilometres, it's a favourite, but one Kent will likely want to forget, coming off at high speed and causing the cancellation of the stage. This event included a few teams that aren't eligible for MTA New South Wales points, including the Ford Fiesta of Richie Dalton and Dale Moscott. There was also another Fiesta, Luke Annear and Steve Glennie using this event to gain experience in a new car. JJ Hatton and Nathan Long were also in an ineligible car, having stepped up from the MTA New South Wales Series to contest selected Australian Championship rounds. Tom Clarke and Ryan Preston know that there's ineligible cars in front of them and have had a string of issues at previous rounds, so for them, it's make or break.
Oh, it totally is a make-or-break event. I was only just thinking about it this morning, thinking how this is all going to pan out. Look, I think, Glen Raymond being our main competition and who we're really going to chase down over the weekend, without a result here, or I think without winning it, that's the year done for us. So it's sort of going to be, let's go out and really have a crack this weekend and see where we go. And having a few of the boys like Richie and a few of the guys here, I think is going to give us a bit of a push as well. So I'm expecting to be quite quick up front.
2 left, don't. 100, 7 right, 7 left, repeat 7 right.
The Rally of the Bay is also a round of the Victorian Championship, so there were other teams like Aaron Windus and Daniel Brick that could potentially take points from Clarke. All cars eligible for the MTA Series are automatically added to the scoreboard, and Clarke is well aware of this.
I like the challenge of having the boys there. I think it sort of gives me a bit of a push. Richie and a few of the boys, and Aaron Windus even, these guys are going to be quite quick, and that gives us a push. And even though Richie can't grab points, he's going to drag us all to his speed, I feel. And yeah, look, I'm looking forward to it.
Clarke was fast in stage 1, equalling Kent's time to be equal second outright behind Windus.
50, 6 right up.
And going into the longer 26-kilometre Drury stage, Clarke was again pushing as hard as he could to win the stage and move to the head of the pack. He was just 1 second slower than Kent, who had taken the outright lead. Clarke went into stage 3, the last section of heat 1, ahead of Kent, and therefore had no knowledge of what would unwind behind him.
6 right, 50, 2 right and long.
Clarke was fourth on stage, but with Kent's accident neutralising the stage, Clarke and Tristan would come away with the heat win and maximum points.
We sort of took the approach this morning that we'd get out of the blocks as fast as possible and hope that the boys would sort of tag along behind us, and that's what sort of happened the first couple of stages. We took, I think the first one was a draw between 3, me, Tristan, Kent and then Aaron Windus, and then we went into the second, and I think me and Tristan again were very close. So then we sort of heard about the carnage behind us, so look, we'll just keep punching away and see how we go. As bad as it sounds, and I hate to say it, but it is sort of good for us. Look, Raymond's been quick all year and he's been very consistent, so he's taken, those first 3 events, so he's really made it hard for me, and I've had those, a few dramas through the year, so look, it all works out in the wash, I suppose, so we'll keep pushing today, and then now that Tristan's had an off as well, whether he regains or not, we'll just see how we go.